Sonic Robo Blast 2. One of the best fan games Sonic ever had. And I just wanted to play it. Because I felt like it. Usually I go with like, Sonic. He's like kind of my goat. But I actually go with Knuckles on this one. Green Flower Zone. Yeah, the game also lets you use 3D models as one of the options when you're using OpenGL. For those who don't know, this fan game is a very modified version of Doom. There we go, because it has a camera, and it's kind of awesome. Every character can use shields now, and yeah, to access the special stages, you have to go explore the levels. There's just tokens, and that you have to go to the and then when you get to the end of the level, you play that's when you play the special stage. And here I have a very set of shields. I love that one, but that one is like that one is not quite your lightning shield. You can home in onto enemies. In the purple shield I heard earlier, that was normally does a tank 2 hits. I can also stop on a dime. Windshield. It gives me a double jump. So it's kind of just it. This is kind of like it's kind of like the thunder shield. It's kind of like another type of elemental shield, just another type. You don't really get to see the you see the elemental shields, but not quite the elemental shields that everyone is accustomed to. That's what I kind of like about this. The special stage is also pretty awesome because it's literally just playing knights. And this gameplay, you have to the knights gameplay just doing circles. Collect. Fuck. See I missed that circle. I wanna finish that circle because so I can get the shit on their back. And all this collecting is to open these orbs, and so I can get the emerald and get to the gold. These ones get extremely tough, like at the later emerald, stage 5, I think it's where it gets tough. And stage 7 is kind of hell. The game is harder as you progress. Game design. Start off easy, then it gets kind of difficult until the last one, and that's where you lock in. Game design. There we go. The second one. Now, Zone 2. It's one of the best levels. Not really. I mean, the level itself is pretty good, but yeah, this game has insane music. See, that's also a kind of thing that I like with Knuckles. It's especially just moving around and stuff. It's climbing in a 3D space is kind of awesome. In a way, it's kind of like in the Sonic Adventure games, basically, but in a whole level instead of just a designated area, and I think that's pretty cool because you can do some neat stuff on it. This slope I love taking this slope with spin dash because I made it because I can just bounce on it. These are exclusive paths. There are exclusive paths per level. This one is for Amy and Fang. Also Spear Pig, and also this one is for Knuckles. This can also be used for Amy and Fang. And this is the second one here, and the last one is exclusive to Amy and Fang. By the third zone, by the second zone, you can already have all the emeralds. And speaking of the adventure games earlier, it's probably a big hot take, but I very much prefer how the treasure hunting is in Adventure 1 rather than Adventure 2, because I think the treasure hunting in Adventure 2 is kind of a downgrade from Adventure 1, because you really are in Adventure 2. You really are just running around desperately looking for the emerald shards with a radar that I think was superior in Adventure 1, because in Adventure 1 you could detect every single shard that was in the level, whereas in Adventure 2 you only have one of them. You can only track one shard each. It's gonna take you a while, whereas in Adventure 1, it was very like short and sweet. At least to me, it was very short and sweet. That's like for the gameplay in general. I feel like it's pretty much a downgrade compared to Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 1. It is kind of like a side grade, but that point is just reference, and I prefer Sonic Adventure 1. Same with like the back gameplay. It really is about the control, because I think the mechs are really close to control. You also get like a lot of like, you know, jump scare, like boom, you get hit and you don't see it coming. Anyways, hi again. Nothing wrong with the first boss fight being easy, but now it gets, with the last 3 hits, it gets more difficult. Because now he fires 3 lasers. And that was the first zone. And it goes to Techno Hell, which is pretty much the first zone, but it's now, it really is just an industrial green flower. At least the first zone. Yeah, see, the end is over there. Go down to here. Token is right here. But that's we're going to go backwards now. I fucked that up already. Wanted to kill the flower. B. That's not a flower. What am I talking about? That whole ass platforming is just if you don't have a glide like me. That's exclusively for like Sonic and stuff. And the reason for that, because I took that, is because this technique right at the end. This one is not super hard, but it's also not easy, you know? Pretty much these special stages are just spoilers, so... If the special stages were like a 33 zone, that would have made it harder to actually collect the emeralds, because that would mean you have to... 2 more? Yeah, it kinda happens. Let me go get some of these, actually. I still got time. 5th emerald, now to the 6th one. This one's also kind of difficult. Getting here can be detrimental. Can be like detrimental to level 1. Oh, I just got enough. Okay, yeah. Because I got it because the loop at the beginning, because that loop, initial loop I did was huge. For getting a bunch of them. I make this look easy. It kind of isn't. This is where I start to not really remember where a lot of the buttons are. It doesn't really ring a bell to me. So grab onto this. This is a really cool knuckle section. Again, fuck you. God damn it. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna do that. Stay hydrated, bitch. Just go here because I'm pretty sure there was an emblem here. Oh no, there is an emblem. I meant the token. God damn it. Go down and go. Shit, yeah, here we go. You know, after that level, you can do the special stage multiple times. Here and here, another cool part of this being touch that, and it goes up, and you can continue like normal. But as you've seen, I just use Knuckles. There's few characters that can do that. At least in base in the vanilla version, because god, do people like to mod this game. The cool thing about modding with Sonic Robo Blast 2 is that it's like a separate file. It's like a separate thing, and the game endorses that. It's like it's a special thing for that. The add-ons. It goes beyond characters too. There's like level packs, there's like all the miscellaneous stuff. It's like I said, they do anything here, and you see. Oh shit. Oh, I used to hate this part. You have to time your movement, and it takes a long time. It's kind of close. Yeah, this is it. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, there we go. Got them all. And how you can become Super Knuckles. If you're really good at it, you can get Super Sonic at the second zone with any character. Okay, that's the boss defeated. Deep Sea. this might be a candidate for the worst main summon at least, because there are some of the unlockable zones are pretty fucking trash. It's like unfair difficult levels of bullshit. And I just got by like that little ruin part up there. That was like the main way to go. I could have climbed there. That's kind of like, that's something why I kind of love Knuckles. I can do cool skips like that. I can do stuff that I normally can't do in like Sonic 3. That's why Knuckles is like my favorite vanilla character. You know, the fan community has made some insane characters that I love to play as. There's like a modern Sonic one, an adventure Sonic one. But my boy Knuckles still is one of my favorites, just because of how fun it is to just skip stuff. It's just like the replayability. Like you play these levels so many times, you can like show off how this cool skip that someone has never seen before, mayhaps. Right now with Unleashed, I can't wait to finish that game. Really want to get good at it. I just like the boost combo in general. It might be like, it really is like the playstyle that has nailed casual audiences. I really like the adventure formula, especially in Adventure 1. And I really love Heroes, even though not a lot of people do like Heroes, but like I understand that Heroes is a janky mess, and I would appreciate if it got a remake. The boost formula is the most preferred by like casual audiences, I'm pretty sure. You know, colors, generations. Even though colors, I think it's like probably it's not the weakest Sonic boost Sonic game. That's what Forces is for. I can respect color. I can have fun with colors. But there's like, I prefer playing other games. This might be the worst level. Again, the worst main level. It's maybe like at least my least favorite. But I still really like it. Deep Sea, kind of with the vibes, you know, the aesthetic. It's a really cool water level. This boss is a little bit tricky. Shit. There is that. You know, the pitch. This because there's multiple of them. Kind of tricky, but it's just the spot you can easily guess him by the smokes, the who is generating the shield. Now we go to Castle Eggman. One of my favorite zones in the game. This really serves as the kind of the halfway point. You know, it has something that is like the final boss but light in that kind of way. It's like not really the final boss, but damn, it's a really good part. It's one of the best parts of the game. Instead of like the usual space. You know, the usual base that we had in Techno Hill. It's just a castle. It is like Eggman, you call it a castle Eggman, and there's a lot of statues though. But a castle, it's something strange that I really like. It wouldn't hit as hard if it was really called anything else. And this is the part where it starts getting good. The music like stops, just the rain and the music with this campfire. How the fuck do they call it in Dark Souls? But it's like strange, like, whoa, what's happening? What did the music turn off? To the last checkpoint. Then this little down. It's just a sweet dash that the end is right there. But thing is, the bridge is crumbling. There's enemy here that ignore you, giving you away. The character is like Sonic, this would be hell. But because I'm not gonna win again. Oh no! Shit! That's my first death, isn't it? I mean, being divided in two acts, you could say that this is kinda where the first half ends, and where the second half starts. And Act 2 is one of my favorites, at least in terms of music. For some reason, it really reminds me of Super Paper Mario. I don't know why. It's something that I would hear in Castle Black. And Castle Black is one of the best songs in that game. This is the beginning. That's the beginning part. This is the second part, where it has this big park where you divide into 4 paths. I do have a kind of like a phase with this game. Oh yeah, talk about this in my. I kind of talked about this in my How I Got to Know Sonic video. Back in 2020, when I didn't really have a lot to do, I just said I downloaded a bunch of Sonic fan games. This one was like the one that I really played a lot when I had my kind of old PC that wasn't really able to run stuff properly. I had problems running Sonic GT and like Project 6. And yeah, Sonic Robo Blast 2 was one of the fan games I had that my PC could actually run, and I spent like hours on it. especially on the online, because this game, believe it or not, has online multiplayer. I don't really know if it's rollback, but you know, it's pretty good. I even just have friends there. And that it's been a while since I talked to them. I know one of them has a YouTube channel, and I appeared in some of those videos. I have like still there, but like I lost interest to anything SRB2 related with the card game, which I kind of want to make more, and I'll eventually do. Anyways, Eric Canyon with this song that I made a meme on. I actually haven't mentioned this all in the video, but like the OST of this game is kind of poggers. And just like the special stages, you can kind of tell this is where it starts to be difficult. Even in I mean, I guess ever since you could say some Cyber Halo things have previously gotten more difficult. It's kind of wild to go from grassy fields to grassy fields with industrial plants, and the second out straight up being the industrial plant. That's kind of why Channel Halo Act 1 is like level that aesthetically is the one that's my least favorite, because it's just green flower, but like brownish, which is kind of goes me to another crazy part of this game. It has been in development for 20 goddamn years, since like 1998. This game kind of updates constantly, but I know there's another big update coming, which is gonna change stuff up. This level, Eric Canyon, is a mixture of two other levels that used to exist in earlier builds of this game. Gotcha. I also like that you can just stop your spin dash just by jumping. That's really neat. So you can make it big yourself and just launch yourself off of something, get hit, maybe die. So it's nice that you can just jump to cancel the spin dash, which is something that the classic games really didn't do. Oh, there is a cool skip here. I'm gonna try it actually. I don't know if I'll get it first try, but you can skip this whole part. It's like, it really isn't that like, this part isn't that, you know, that long. But you know, it's cool to flex, you know. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, let's go. All right. Oh yeah, feel free. Yeah, here's Fang. Bang. Usually he has an animation for being surprised to seeing you here, but you can just go in and interrupt them already instead of fight. Yeah, you kind of go and has his like pitch version. He destroys that. You couldn't hit him there. It's really tricky, or else you will get bombed and get launched off the thing. This is kind of why why he decided to break it, because getting hit by one of these bombs yeets you off the place. And he has one hit left. Shit, he can also just do that. And he's done. And he gets hit by the caution sign. Okay, now Red Volcano. Red Volcano is interesting in the sense that it's literally just one level. And these fucking birds that I hate. But there is an Act 2 in the works. Some levels used to be like unrecognizable, like incomplete in a way. You know, green flower, like in like, I don't know, version 2.1. Like the actual level is there, but some things were changed in the way. The day this fanging gets actually completed, it will be like an insane day. Even this act was radically different, at least in terms of aesthetics, because back in version 2.1 it was literally just rocks and lava. It was just volcano. But here we actually have some grass. No, that's what I need. It's neat. Fuck. I'm going to die. Oh my god, that fire's really loud. Anyways, the end of the level is right there. Because there's no second act or even a boss, they just straight up give you a reason to go to the next level we're going by simply putting a rocket here. Lift off. I don't know how it will go when you actually do. How the transition will be when you complete Act 2 and get to the boss, Eric Canyon, because that was a canyon, but the boss fight is in a train, because when you finish in Act 2, you can hear a train. Here we are in a rock zone, really is the it's one of the hard levels, but not a lot compared to like I don't know, Red Volcano. It's probably hard level, maybe I don't know, maybe even Deep Sea like 2. And there's this part, kind of hard. But oh yeah, that's the thing that's kind of exclusive to Wreck Rock. There are 2D sections in here because it's like just like the classic games. Act 2 has like a lot if you go to the right, if you go in the right path. Oh yeah, when suddenly we can't breathe in space. I don't know why. That's another thing about Wreck Rock. There are like 2 paths. You can like get 2 radically different paths that would get you to the same goal. Yeah. There's with some modded characters you can go up there and skip the process of doing either of these paths. You can do one of them. This one kind of being the easiest. Fuck! Damn it! Here, and this is really where it differentiates. These 2 paths are radically different, and they only interconnect at the last checkpoint. With my favorite one being this left one, because I don't know, I've seen the right one way too many times. It has more platforming, it's kind of more challenging in a way. But this one, I don't know, it just had more unique stuff for me, I think. Oh, this thing. Thank God I'm not going to climb, but yeah, because in normal play, it switches from red to blue, and there are some sectors that are safe to land on. That was not one of them. Yeah, that's not really the place to go. Oh, what the fuck? I haven't seen this actually. Shit! Oh my God, where did this come from? Oh my God! Fuck you! With Sonic, you're forced to like do this. You know, the intended way. I'm pretty sure the right path is. The right path at the beginning is faster, but you know this one has more stuff in it. Yeah, the Zatoshi on up run is not good for us, and you're supposed to stay here because you won't get sucked away. I could jump away. Jump now. Yeah, I can just show you now. You get sucked into the vacuum of space. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I'm safe. That can't hurt me. That thing can't hurt me anymore. Like the switch. Turn this on. This like laser thing. Shows that. There's our way to go. And this is the last checkpoint. This is where the right and left platform earlier connect. It's just optional. It's like a really silly thing. But what I think is more interesting is that this part over here, that part is, I literally just got to the end. Well, at the end is literally just right next to the beginning. I think it's really cool. So if you wanted, you could just do it once. You can do it again and do both paths. And now it's time for the final set of bosses in Black Core. First act being a race against Metal Sonic. You can skip there with this with Knuckles. Fuck! Just past the spikes right behind me. Yeah, he is right behind me. It's gonna be a tense race because of that of the thumb at the beginning. Now, yeah, it's supposed to take that climbing because I'm Knuckles. I'm gonna just skip it. No, he might be behind me, but I don't know. And this is just a straight dash towards the end. Yeah, there he is. Now the second act is just an actual boss fight. Kind of annoying one. But when you get used to it, it's kind of easy. You're supposed to ram into him. You like have to hit him twice, kind of, to get a hit on him. Now this is really where the second phase gets started. Goes at full speed. He tries to attack you, bounces up the ring. Few hits, he redirects himself to hit you again, because otherwise what's the challenge? Even though avoiding him running around is already kind of difficult on its own. Music here against the banger. The race had what's a remix of various themes from the games. Had the Sonic 4 episode 2 a metal theme, and obviously Stardust Speedway because of course. That's not really it. This is build up for the final boss in the game, Asterisk. There are supposed to be the emeralds that you haven't collected yet, but you go to the end, but you can't. Eggman trap you for a fool. You go straight into the next level, the final boss. And I say asterisk because this is the Black Eggman or Metal Robotnik from the Sonic OVA. But the thing is, this is a placeholder for the actual boss. It's insane. That's the strat. You just had to hit him every time, because every time you hit him, he strikes back with an attack. And then when he gets occupied, you can hit him, and you have to lure him into this green waste and hit him. The worst one is definitely the bombs, and that's when his second phase kicks in. Which is here, because there's no walls anymore that can save you from falling off. He gets faster, and he dies. You have to. Now you have to make plans. You take this rocket by activating the snows, and you go down back to Earth. That is Sonic Robo Blast 2. One of the best Sonic Bang games for many reasons. Recently, the reason why I kind of started to make this, why I kind of wanted to play this and make it a video, is because a couple of weeks ago I saw like people hating on it, and because it's not actually cross-Sonic, it's because of the Doom engine that's like, I mean yeah, it kind of doesn't really have momentum. It doesn't have loops, which is something that it's being worked on as far as I know. You know, loops and stuff. I mean, really, you're gonna say that it has no momentum or it doesn't have loops, therefore it's a bad Sonic Bang game? Come on, it's already a very fun game, honestly, in my opinion. It's something like which by itself is something that, like, you know, saying you can say in your opinion, and people will tell you how you're wrong for it. And it was like, suck, it's your opinion, man. You can't change someone's opinion just because they like something you don't like. Let them like that thing. Guys, something that I kind of hate seeing online. People can say their opinions without being scrutinized to death. That's like in everywhere, but being a Sonic fan, I see that everywhere with Sonic opinions. And it's kind of a video, another video I kind of want to make, just Sonic Twitter, and I kind of think it's trash. Sonic Twitter, the Twitter side of the Sonic fan. Some people on there are like, really like, what the fuck is this I'm seeing? Because there are generally good people into it. Twitter can be a good place if you look hard enough. By itself, it's just shitty social media platform, but if you look hard enough, you can follow amazing people on there. And some of my problems. Some of my problems with Twitter side of the fandom is just, I don't know. It's just like it's Sonic, dude. I just like playing the game. I don't know. I got to the point where like, where something is bad, where a game is bad because of the story, the characterization, the writing, the aesthetics. Of course, everyone has their own opinions, but I kind of get to the point of like, are we even playing Sonic for like playing the game, or just on the little things? To be fair, I kind of do too. There's things that there are parts of that, like, the aesthetics and stuff, that I think are beautiful, but I don't really talk about it because I kind of just want to play the game, you know? And it brings us right back to the time machine. So yeah, that was it. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw, make sure to leave a like and share it with others. Want to see more of my content? Then why not subscribe? It helps out a ton. You can also follow my socials on Twitter, I'm NoxOnIndex, and Blue Sky, as well as joining my Discord server. All links are found in the description. That's all for me. Have a great day.